Bourbon on Friday night, just scatter on the ground. BTM's got a story, the media's spinning round. While the briefs scheme online, we keep it real and true. We're talking all the good stuff, the things we love to do. Got a camera rolling, search upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, see behind the scenes. Got a camera rolling, search upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, we see behind the scenes. BTM, we've been selling it, locking it. Not here for control, let them know what's true. Can't stop the fashion when it cruise through. Digging deep into the pile, every toy tells a tale. The bourbon's rich and smooth, they never will we fail. It's sights in your pixels, every me and movie track. Lot falling for the grips, keep the facts intact. With every frame is focused on cover what's unseen. Another year, another spin, the cycles get BT, telling it like it is. Not here for the drop, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the joy, let them know what's true. Speak it loud, dig it deeper. Never bound to deceiver. Light the way, and seek it clear. We got the truth, it's all tender. BTM review, telling it like it is. Not here for the clout, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the joy, let them know what's true. Can't stop the passion when we cruise through.
Yeah! Breathe it slow and this some bourbon heat. Talk your toys and me, and it's a beat. Online riff try to bring us down. Over here stay spinning round and round. Check it, tell me what you want to see. We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to fight with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For the bourbon, top the toys tonight. Ripped his mumble, but we're feeling right. Media spins, but we stand our ground. Joy with every beat and sound. Dive in the mix will set you free. Here at BTM Reviews, join the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Raise a glass, let's get by. Together we'll make the spirits high. Leave the naysayers in the dust, child. Join the rhythm, sing and get wild. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know what about you do? Sky vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
Welcome to BTM Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks. Netflix on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Reel to reel, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super Chevy, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super Chevy, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, this is Dave with BTM Reviews. How's everybody doing this Wednesday night? I'm doing great. Just got back from Madison, Wisconsin today. Madison's not nearly as bad as Milwaukee. Madison's actually kind of a nice city. It's right on a lake. So is Milwaukee, but it's so dirty and old. Jim, you ever been to Madison?
Yeah, it's a college
actually,
town.
Yeah, it's much better than Milwaukee. They keep it clean, the best they can, right? It's funny though. I was at the customers, and they were talking to their staff today about, going forward, you'll have to have key cards to get in every gate because we're finding a bunch of people wandering around the yard, doing their thing. So anyway, we did that. I did that today. It might be a little louder with the dogs tonight, guys. Just saying. The wife is in Florida, so her dog is down here with us, and she likes to raise hell. And it's hard to make her stop when she gets on a roll. So anyway, Jim, how was your day, buddy?
It's okay.
You're wearing a long sleeve, thick shirt tonight, Jim. What's up with that?
Little cold down here. 10 inches of snow in Florida.
Yeah, right on the ocean, right? Pensacola.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess Trump was able to solve global warming in his first couple days. Snowed in Florida.
Man, did it hit Alabama too?
I'm sure it must have.
Wow.
I would ask Cynic if he was able to get out of his hover round and take a walk outside and see how much snow was on the ground.
Right. My wife leaves here to go to Florida, and she's sending me pictures, and she's in a jacket and a hat and all that because it's raining and cold. And I'm like, at least it's not minus fucking 10 degrees like it was this morning here. So, or yesterday morning. Today was -4, I think. Cold enough. Tonight's not going to be as bad. It's only going to get down to 7 degrees. So, but guess what happened, Jim? My son calls me and says, "Hey, man," or "Hey, Dad, got no water." What? So I just replaced the pump for the well like 2 years ago. I call up the well guy. He goes, "Hey, man, it's probably frozen."
Could be. Yeah, that'll happen.
I've been here 4 years. It's never froze, and it used to be submerged in the water. Now it's above the water, and they showed up because he's like, "Yeah, throw a heater on it." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
Yeah, they're supposed to, like if it's not in the water, if it's not a submerged pump, they're supposed to wrap one of those cables around it that heats up, a warming cable that you like. That when it'll have a temperature thing on it. When the temperature gets below like 30 degrees,
but they didn't.
They should have.
Right.
But I mean, it's not expensive. It's just like it's like a cable basically that's got a resistor and a wire, and basically it heats up. The wire heats up from electricity flowing through it.
Yeah. So
heat tape. Yeah.
$185 for him to come out here and unfreeze the pipe. He put a heat gun on the pipe in front of the pump. He said, and he said it did the job. So I was like, man, it's just never froze before. I mean, ever. And it was colder yesterday than today, but today it froze. So I don't know. Hey,
I mean, the only other thing you could do is if it gets really, really cold, is just turn the water on, let it run a little, keep the water moving.
Yeah, like they do in the South.
Yeah,
all the time because it doesn't, because their pipes are so shallow, right?
Yeah.
But this well is in a concrete casing, so it's got easy access and all that stuff. But it's even got a manhole cover to get down in it if you need to. So, like they built the shit out of this house because when a guy calls, he goes, "Is it in concrete casing?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, thank God," because it's so cold. He's like, he didn't want to have to dig and shit. So, he got it. Didn't take him long. When I talked to the guy on the phone, the guy told me it was gonna be $400 to come out here, but then they only charged me $189. But I think I must have spent $25,000 in the last 4 years with these guys, dude, replacing shit in this fucking house. Maybe not that much, but enough. Well, I guess the first what the fuck is Trump and all his executive orders, Jim.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah, what was your favorite one?
My favorite one of the executive orders? I don't know. Getting rid of affirmative action was pretty cool.
Getting rid of DEI stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think finally labeling the cartel as a terrorist group.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Favorite. I think the funniest one was the Gulf of America.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
I love it. Exactly. That's the point, Hong Kong Fooey. They're great. That's one of our great pals here making those for us. The dwarves, Jim. So yeah, it was the Gulf of America was pretty goddamn good. Now, how does that work? Does he just rename the maps that way?
They just start renaming it on stuff, and that's it. You know, I mean, it's up to the people in the maps to call it what they want. It's just if enough, it's just enough people do it, then
I'll call it the Gulf of America all day long.
Yeah, but it kind of makes more sense. And I don't believe they're saying like, oh, it's been called the Gulf of Mexico since the 1500s. Like, was Mexico called Mexico in the 1500s, or wasn't it called Hispaniola?
Yeah, they have no clue. They're full of shit.
You know?
I mean, is there
I mean, Columbus didn't show up here till what, 1492. So how the fuck was it Mexico in 1500s? I mean, it took it took a long time. You know what I mean? It took a long time for shit to get settled and people to be moving around, Cortez and all the other shit. So I mean, like, I don't buy their story that's been called the Gulf of Mexico. Like,
right.
Mexico wasn't called Mexico until, the Mexicans got there.
Yeah, I'm looking at a map right now. Doesn't really name any of the gulfs. It just names oceans and stuff. But what the fuck? Let's see. Yeah, like in 1492 or in 1595, it was called Property of New Spain, Mexico.
Yeah. So it couldn't have been the Gulf of fucking Mexico in the 1500s then.
I know.
Lying cocksuckers.
Everything's a lie. They're all butthurt though, dude. They're upset about everything. Shit. I don't know, man. I thought the Gulf of America was pretty funny. What's up, Elemental? You're muted, buddy. Can you hear him? I don't hear him.
I don't hear him either. He's not talking though.
What's up, Rocky? Yeah, the Spanish called Mexico New Spain. Yeah. It's crazy. Chat, what was your favorite executive order? Also, he took no time declaring the border a what did he declare it?
Emergency.
Emergency, right?
or disaster or whatever.
I mean, they had troops on the border as soon as he signed the executive order, making the announcements. Holy shit. And then Chunky Bar. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah. Dude, I've had a taste, I don't know. I've had a taste for Fannie Mae mint meltaways for a while. You can't get them down here.
There's no Fannie Mae's in Florida?
No. So I was like, okay, so I go online to order them. Dude, it's fucking $30 for a box of mint meltaways?
Yeah, and how much to ship that stuff? Like 15, right?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, man.
I could probably do better for you, Jim. I could probably find you a box and send them to you.
That's all right. I ordered them, but...
All right, I think it should work now.
You're good, buddy. How are you?
Fuck yeah. I am doing well, guys. StreamYard's a pain in the ass. Besides that, day has been good.
Yeah? I was asking Jim, what was your favorite executive order?
I haven't had a chance to read them all yet, first of all, so I'll put that disclaimer there. And I'm kind of on the
Based on face value.
Well, I said I didn't read them all anyway. But Jim's kind of spot on with that one. The affirmative action was definitely gold. That's definitely one that needed to be overturned in general. I'm curious on how that's going to work for the college and the universities in general, because the reason why they did that was actually so girls could have female sports. So we're like, hey, females are in female leagues, but now we're going to take away affirmative action. And hopefully that they've established enough now where they'll be able to hold on to their funding and stuff like that. Like they'll be able to actually self-fund themselves now.
Title IX. Title IX.
I thought that was affirmative action too.
No.
No.
Title IX.
Well, they need to repeal Title IX too.
No, affirmative action was strictly a
race
directive.
Thing?
It was strictly a directive from what the fuck's his name?
Johnson?
For like race and sex to get approved,
LBJ.
Right?
It was LBJ.
Yeah. LBJ. Yeah. No, and then
it part of the civil rights bullshit.
Yeah, and it just kept going and kept going and get pressed around. But that's where the term affirmative action came from, that executive order that he rescinded.
Okay, so yeah, that would be Title IX. And then okay, you guys are right.
So does that
I think Title IX needs to go too.
So does that make hiring people based on race like gone? Is that what that's about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, well, no, because they say like, oh, this is saying race. No. You can't discriminate after people. That's the fucking, the Civil Rights Act, all that stuff. This was saying you should take steps to make sure you affirmatively do things.
Hire people to fill
hire
spots.
people. So if you're affirmatively doing something, you're discriminating against someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What I'm wondering is if they're going to keep kind of what Dave might be hinting at, keep track of the data still for like liability reasons, because it's still illegal to discriminate. You still can't like actually just enroll white people because you want white people or whatever. So that's kind of where it gets complicated and weird.
Oh, in colleges?
Yeah.
They're already kicking white people out of colleges.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying one of their arguments for affirmative action and for collecting data in general, for keeping data and for you like submitting all that on your questionnaires, on your applications, what's your, your race, your ethnicity.
Act against white people.
Yes, but it's also their argument is that in a predominantly white country, that it's easy to discriminate, and it's likely you're going to find people that are going to be racist towards minorities in general, and they want to have data so they can keep track of that.
Shouldn't all of our institutions and all of our places of business kind of mirror what our society is?
Why
race?
No, I mean,
does it need? Unless
it depends
it's
what you're talking about. In general,
are all black colleges gone? Then, Jim?
No. HBCUs are still there,
they're
but they're
still
not
predominantly black.
They're still predominantly black, but they can't exclude white people.
Correct.
They have to have white people. You know what I mean? Like, white people apply, they got to let them in, but like a lot of white people. I mean, who the fuck would want to go there? Honestly, you
got to be part of the black
I've seen a
culture.
couple
which I don't understand too. Is like how they do this, where they have in regular colleges they have all black dorms.
Yeah, right.
So, but you can't have an all white dorm. That would be racist. But you can have an all black dorm.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up.
I mean, thing is, like, hey,
that's the DEI shit he got rid of too, though, right, Jim?
I don't know. I don't know if that's
because I think that's part of the diversity and inclusion stuff.
Yeah.
But what about firing all the officers?
They fired
the
a bunch
trans-
of people, and they're firing a bunch of people, and it's going to take a little while. And there's some bullshit going on right now with the like some judges are being cocksuckers about like the people that weren't sentenced yet, that were still in the jail. They're like, well, the pardon doesn't really apply to them because he said like they're trying to play around with words and not let the people out. And so like, personally, I would send the marshals, and if the judge is like, no, we're not, I'd be like, all right, you're under arrest.
Right. I pardoned them.
You kidnapped
I'm the
that. No,
president.
you kidnapped that person. You're
Right.
kidnapping.
Exactly.
You're holding them. You're kidnapping them. We're charging you with kidnapping. You're refusing to release them. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can go fucking put a warrant out.
Yeah,
dude,
Ron.
and get them back
Taking
fairly
this out of the
easily.
World Health Organization was awesome.
That never mind. I want to rescind that one.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm a big into health and stuff like that. I have health issues.
WHO doesn't do anything to help for our health.
No,
Nope.
it does the opposite. That's the problem. And they traffic people. Like, come on now, get out of here.
You know, like
Good.
Panama went crying to the UN, supposedly saying, America says they're going to take back the canal, help us. What the fuck is the UN going to do?
You can suck our dick.
We
I am
fucking, without the US, they have no money.
How much do you know about the canal, Jim?
I
We
know
built
everything
it.
about the canal.
Wasn't the issue? I don't know if they fixed it or not, but I remember watching something about the issue being like a water issue. Like they don't have enough water or something because the way they got a levee up through the canal and then like the fresh water for their people or whatever.
They haven't been maintaining the canal properly. Like
Okay.
Fuckface Jimmy Carter decided that he wanted to give the canal back to Panama because why I don't know. Everything was fine. I give it to Panama, and then so.
What do you mean give it back? It was never theirs.
Because it's their land.
It's
or
their
something.
land,
I don't know. You know, but even though we did buy the land off of, like the French bought the land off the people there, and then we bought it off the French because because the French couldn't do it because they can't do anything.
Right.
No offense,
Except they have,
Frenchies, but
except they have nuclear power plants. They are really good at nuclear power plants for
Are they
powering
keeping
their
them
country.
up at least?
Dude.
No, they're not. They're
country's
not
up.
taking. That's what I'm saying. So, and then in 1999, Bill Clinton could have called it off, and because like we still had control of the Panama Canal Zone and the Panama Canal until 1999.
Oh wow.
It was just a thing, and then but part of the treaty is all this stuff about like the U.S. ships are supposed to have like complete, like free reign through the canal. And in any type of war zone or any type like any military ships in the U.S. are supposed to be able to go right through.
Right.
And they've been fucking with us. And they gave control. No one else is supposed to. It's specifically in the treaty that no other country could control the locks besides Panama or the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They gave control over to the two main locks on both sides to China.
Jesus Christ! What?
So yeah. So that's
And they're charging ships to come through.
Yeah.
The Navy ships are charging.
Yeah, they're charging
through.
our ships to go through, which they're not supposed to. Our ships aren't supposed to get charged, and they're just been pocketing all the money, and they are not doing the repairs. You know what I mean? Like what they're charging to pass through is not.
Jim loves talking about the Panama Canal because we lost 38,000 people building that thing, right?
Well, the reason I'll tell you the reason I love the Panama
Malaria
Canal,
and shit killed a lot of
Blackroyd is hitting on it right there. Is because as a lowly young teenage boy, I was sitting in my basement smoking weed, and I saw the SEALs parachuting into Panama, and I said, "Dude, that looks cool. I want to do that."
Right.
But you didn't do it.
No, I didn't do that. But that's how they got me. That's how those cocksuckers got me.
Oh my God! So
that's what enticed me too, Jim. They didn't get me, but it was enticing.
No, they got me. It was that, and then also
that and James Bond.
Heartbreak Ridge. Heartbreak Ridge almost got me to join the Marines, but I was like, I don't really. And then I watched Full Metal Jacket, and I was like, no, I don't want to join the Marines.
No.
The instant I figured out you gave away like all your rights and you had to submit to the government to basically be a guinea pig, I was done. It totally killed everything. I was like, nope, can't do it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then I figured out I started getting more and more health issues and even worse and worse. So even if I try to get in the military, they tell me to go the fuck home.
What other? order did he pass that I thought was really good?
I thought the Alaskan mountain one was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that's cool because it was Mount McKinley.
Care.
No,
Apparently
it was
the
Mount
Alaskans
McKinley.
don't care.
Then they changed it to Denali, and now he's changing it back to Mount McKinley. And so that cock sucking cunt, Lisa Murkowski, who's got to go out of Alaska, that bitch got to go.
That Republican bitch. Yeah.
Oh, she ain't no Republican. No, her daddy
she
had the
claims to
seat.
be.
No, she's not. She lost the prime. See, she lost the primary years ago, and then ran as an independent and squeaked by because of fucking bullshit.
So
Ranked choice voting.
where did Mount Denali come from? I never even heard.
I
that
don't
was a
know.
thing.
Something that they said like the Inuit or whoever wanted to know, but whatever. Who gives a fuck? Bottom line is that bitch got to go.
Yeah.
She got to go.
How happy do you think the oil companies are today?
I don't know. Then they got the smear against Pete Hegseth. His brother's ex-wife says that he got drunk one time and yelled at her.
Oh,
Loudly?
God.
Loudly, yeah.
Oh.
In 2009.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And then he said that he doesn't think women should even work. They should just stay at home and have kids.
Oh, how terrible.
Okay. And then then his wife, all the shit about his wife said all this shit. And his wife's like, yeah, none of that happened. She said, I don't know what she's talking about. Everything's fine. Like, or Hegseth's ex-wife.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
Oh, it's
no.
his ex-wife saying
It's not, but
this shit?
his ex-wife has said nothing. Says everything's fine. Told the FBI, no, there was never any violence. There was never any problems. No, none of this is true. But his brother's ex-wife saying, and part of the thing, like I have it here.
And of course, the FBI is going to investigate this, right?
Well, they did, but that's the thing. The Democrats say they didn't investigate enough. You see, because if they would investigate more, then they would know that. Then they would know. Where we at? Let me look.
I was going to say, Rocky, I yelled at my wife when I was sober before. Does that matter? Like yelling at your wife? Who hasn't done that?
Not even like. I'm just trying to figure out how these people think the world goes round without like a little bit of anger and yelling from time to time. Like
all the Puritans you're talking about? Yeah, all these Puritans in office.
Everybody to an extent, like office or people that even like worship this whole political theater thing in general and all that. I'm just like, I don't get it. Like you want these people to be like Gandhi, but somehow still protect you from people that want to kill you. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's his this is Pete's wife's statement. It says, in an email response Monday, Samantha Hegseth said, first and foremost, I have not and will not comment on my marriage to Pete Hegseth. I do not have representatives speaking on my behalf, nor have I ever asked anyone to share or speak about details of my marriage on my behalf, whether it be a reporter, a committee, a member, a transition team member, etc. I do not believe your information to be accurate, and I have CC'd my lawyer. Asked when information was not accurate, and for comment on the affidavit, she replied, there was no physical abuse in my marriage. This is the only further statement I will make to you. I have let you know that I'm not speaking, and I will not speak on my marriage to Pete. Please respect this decision.
She shouldn't have to.
Right.
That marriage is over. Like,
but where's their statement? I'm trying to find the fucking statement that they're.
what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Good Lord. Told you to be a little louder, guys. DEI is dead. I love it, man. I wish you would kill. I wish you would kill the fucking Department of Education, though, Jim.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I just wish you would kill the Department of Education.
So much so.
Kill the union. That union is so goddamn dirty. The Teamsters look like angels compared to the Board of Education.
Yeah, and the woman who the ex-sister-in-law claiming Pete Hegseth abused ex-wife is represented by a Democrat Party-connected law firm, and she made a statement saying that that the only reason she's doing this is because they promised her that it would keep him from getting the getting confirmed.
So what does she care if he's confirmed?
I don't know.
That's weird. Like, why do you care? Did you want to be his husband? Like, is she upset that she wasn't his husband at some point?
Yeah, right here. According to Embassy News, Dietrich said in the affidavit that she had chosen to come forward in part because I had been given assurances that making this public statement will ensure that certain senators who are still on the fence will vote against Hess confirmation. But for that assurance, I would not subject myself and others referred to in the statement to public scrutiny this statement was likely to cause. Bitch, you do realize that makes you not believable. Because you're only saying it because someone told you there's some squishy. So basically, Democrats came to her that she's connected to and said, hey, if you make this statement, we'll be able to convince some squishy Republicans, namely Mitch McConnell, Lisa Murkowski, and Susan Collins not to vote for him. But unfortunately for them, there's a Democrat who said he's voting for Pete Hegseth.
Is he from Pennsylvania?
He's from Pennsylvania.
Oh man, does he like leisurely wear?
He dresses very leisurely, yes.
On inauguration day when it's 6 degrees outside. Yeah.
And there's a bunch of rumors going around that he's switching parties.
Probably.
Well,
That he's had enough of these fucking wackadoos. You know what I mean? Dude's like an 80s Democrat. He's not a modern woke fuckface Democrat.
Right.
well, he's going to find the same bunch of wackadoos in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
They're not a whole
Very
lot
true.
fucking better. These fucking ass clowns.
Yeah. Yeah. Pete Hegseth's ex-wife Samantha wrote, first and foremost, I have not and will not comment on my marriage to Pete Hegseth. I do not have representatives speaking on my behalf, nor have I ever asked anyone to share or speak about any details of my marriage, whether it be a reporter committee, blah, blah, blah. I do not believe your information to be correct, and I have CC'd my lawyer. When asked what information was, there's no physical abuse of my marriage. Just the only first statement I will make to you. I've let you know that I'm not speaking, will not speak on my marriage to Pete Hegseth. Sam has never alleged there was any abuse. She signed court documents acknowledging that there was no abuse and recently reaffirmed the same during her FBI interview. Related claims by Danielle Dietrich, an anti-Trump far-left Democrat who is divorced from Pete's brother, never got along with the Hegseth family, do not change that. After an acrimonious divorce, Miss Dietrich has had an axe to grind against the entire Hegseth family. Miss Dietrich admits that she saw nothing, but is now falsely accusing Sam of lying to both the court and the FBI because of private, undocumented statements that she allegedly made 10 years ago. NBC noted,
hearsay. Yeah.
hearsay that she says,
Hearsay is always evidence in court. I have no idea about JDA being exposed as a furry. Do you, Jim?
yeah.
So is he gay and a furry, or is this a gay
Yeah, no,
furry?
he's a brony.
Oh God.
So JDA.
God.
Yeah, I'll find the tweets. I have the tweets.
I don't know.
It's very
that's still not
disturbing.
necessarily,
Very
like,
disturbing.
And
it's not necessarily gay, but
Tipper Clipper, I only knew about Destiny drama when I was watching Ricada. I don't know anything about Destiny, but it seems like he's always in drama.
he is always in drama, first of all. But second of all, this latest drama is kind of epic if it's true to an extent. Not epic
About
in a good
him?
way. Yeah. Basically, he's like the Twitch version of Diddy to an extent. There's a whole bunch of sexual
If he was
assault
doing
allegations coming out.
supposedly he's been fucking
All
filming.
different sexes and people, and
But secretly filming girls and people he's had
Yeah.
sex with and sending it to other people, which that's a crime.
Oh my God. Is
Yeah.
that true? Is that allegedly?
Right.
allegedly true. Yes, it hasn't been proven or nothing like that. It's all speculation. But a lot of the people that have like casted out the blame or whatever, and who the videos got sent to, they casted like there was this one girl that said that she didn't even know about it until some girl that Destiny sent the videos to basically told her that, hey, I have these videos, see? And she's like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to file a lawsuit or a police report now and go from there.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, people are crazy. I don't understand. Like, that's one of the craziest, most bizarre things that we don't teach our kids. Like, most people don't teach their kids about these phones. Like, you sending a message is automatically basically a federal offense. So if there's nudity in that message of a kid, like a teenage girl that you're dating and you're a teenage boy, that is very illegal. Like, there are a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, you're trafficking across state lines.
Yeah,
This is John
even if you're
Delarose.
in the same state because of the
Yeah.
way that they like structure the law and everything.
This is John Delarose back in 2019. Alt furry war campaign. All right, and a bunch of us, he's associated with a bunch of suspended accounts, posting this with for bronies coming out of people's chests, and then this about
What the
I'm going to tolerate and love the shit out of you. So I think he's a furry brony type dude, I guess. Yeah, see.
Yeah, see, I go with more of that than being gay. I'm not going to claim that he's a pedophile.
He posted this. This is his My Little Pony plush toy, which I don't know what this is on the back of it, but it don't look good.
You know what that is, Jim.
I don't know. That doesn't look good.
That is exactly what you're assuming it doesn't look good for.
Yeah, classic gay brony furry.
Oh, man.
And this is from
2019.
2 years ago? 2019?
2019, yeah. This is.
I worked with a dude that was a brownie.
Yeah, he's a brony, so that's that's some weird shit, man. So
Weird
he's
shit.
he's always talking about people's degeneracy. Bronies are degenerate. I mean, they're
Projection.
basically fucking ugh. Like those are the things you could smell. Like remember we were talking about furries and how I was like you can smell those people and you see them, you can smell like ugh.
He's not lying. The one that I knew, he had a roommate that actually we all three worked together. But his roommate had me watch her dog when she left for town because she didn't trust him enough to take care of this really easy to take care of dog.
Yanzi said, "Why is the issue of quality so important or not still debated? So why you say buy local instead of imported products, do farming, blah blah? Is that why we stopped watching Disney because they chose degenerate stories? You're just still whining about Eric July and talking about nothing else. We stopped watching Disney because of degenerate leftism." Then this guy Jim Satala says degeneracy. You say.
Oh, okay. So, did you post this brony picture, Jim?
No, this is him. See, John Delarose. I copied his tweet and put it in there.
You copied this tweet, is what I'm saying.
I took his tweet and just posted it with my degeneracy. Say I was tagging his tweet. Do you not know how Twitter works?
No,
I don't
not
think
really,
fully,
dude.
No, Jim. I don't think fully.
No, I don't.
He posts on there when he's doing something. I don't think Dave actually scrolls Twitter.
I'm just. My point is, like, he kept this tweet on his page.
Yes.
From 5 years
he's
ago.
Proud of it, And then
Yeah.
It's wholesome Christian stuff.
Well, I mean, unless you think something's really bad or it's weighing on your mind, think about trying to go back through 5 years of your catalog to filter out whatever you may have said or done. Unless somebody calls you out on it, it's just too much effort to go through and look for it or try to find it without just deleting your whole account. But yeah, after Jim brought it up, I don't know. Either I'm muting Jim or I'm deleting that post.
Hey, Mumu, just so you know, I did put your name on the board, buddy. Just so you know. Don't want you to think I didn't do that. I got home.
Yeah, okay.
And did that.
Because I don't like blocking. I'll just mute your ass. Let me engage off you. I just don't want to see it. You're just gonna think you're getting me on something, some gotcha. Fine, give me the engagement, but I don't want to see it.
But I mean, when he's reposting or quote tweeting, right? That's what you did, Jim.
Yeah.
Or you reposted his tweet or whatever.
I reposted his tweet is all. I didn't post the thing, but yeah, they're already firing. They're firing people. Like a meteorologist for CBS got fired for saying that Elon threw a stiff arm salute or whatever.
Oh, good, because that shit was pissing me off during the.
Was that girl that said she was a Nazi expert or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know, but he did not Then we could show all the stuff. We have it here. This guy has it. Where we at here? Here's Tim Waltz doing it. See, Tim Waltz is doing it. He's a Nazi.
Yeah,
we could play this game if they want to play this game.
I mean,
sure.
I did hear a lot of these still frames are them in waving motions or whatever.
You mean
Elon went like this?
See ya.
Elon definitely went like.
And then they paused it when his arm is like this. Sounds like it's a Nazi salute. They did the same fucking thing.
I do agree with that though. I'm just saying in general, if you're going to look at the movements, Elon's might look a little bit closer. But in all honesty, it looks like a mixture of going out to you and he was trying to dab, but he didn't want to dab at the same time. And
I saw a picture with I think Hillary, Biden, and Obama all in the same.
Well, hold on, we have this video.
Let's see that one.
This is a breaking video here. We could play this.
Oh no, Alex! What the fuck?
Well, it was supposedly mission impossible to override the deep state and the globalists to get Trump in, but we did it with a massive landslide. They only had so much fraud baked in with their seawall, but the red wave came over it.
Come on, Alex, let's go.
probably the biggest landslide in U.S. history, but just a moderate landslide, but still rated as one because of that. Coming up next segment, when 400 plus stations join us at 6 after, Trump threatens Russia with sanctions, tariffs if Putin doesn't end Ukraine war. We'll read Trump's statement and more. This is big news coming up. But first, all they've got is saying Trump, Elon Musk, or Hitler, and they are so desperate, and it's not working. People know that it is a giant fraud. So Elon Musk says, from my heart to all of you, heartfelt thanks. Now, every culture and society throughout history has stretched out their hand to be thankful. Christians stretch out when they're praying in church. Musk is pro-Israel. He's not a Nazi, but that's all they've got. And we've got AOC and all the other Democrats doing the same gesture over and over and over again. And then the corporate media totally ignores that.
Superman. Look, Superman's a Nazi.
Is
Definitely.
Hulk
Always
Hogan
has been.
a Nazi? No one with half a brain is buying into this. Oh, the ADL says it was awkward. Musk gestured, not a Nazi salute. This is a delicate moment. The ADL says the number 88's Hitler, and that if you do the OK sign, that's Hitler. It's insane. They want to be able to paint everybody as a Nazi and then attach to that the entire DEI, globalist, transgender, leftist cult, that if you don't follow their orders and you don't hate yourself and you don't do everything they say, they're going to call you a Nazi. That hasn't worked for years and years. And now it's back to you, MSNBC.
Oh, wait,
on
what's
the
this?
to intensify.
My whole
on
thing
the
has
corporate
always
media,
been like
MSNBC,
one of the.
CNN.
Oh, look, wait. You got Obama Nazi.
Right.
This picture of Harris, this is from several years ago, back when she was running, I want to say in 2019, before that election when she was running the primary. I clipped this. I have it somewhere where it's clipped of her because she kept doing.
My whole
We
thing
ain't
is
gonna
like,
come back around here, and it's like
one of the staple virtues of
showing Elon
supposedly
Musk,
Hitler and
thanking
Nazism
everyone
is
with
like
heartfelt
diligence and
thanks
militarism, and
saying,
the fact
look,
that they're
it's
so
Hitler,
stiff and rigid in their movements
Right.
and
Almost no
everything.
viewers.
Like
Everybody
that's
else is on X.
important in that
Thousands of
movement. So the
posts.
fact that he was so just bombastic and all over the place with it, I just don't understand.
And trying to
how
get off
you
and getting
go
off
there.
the stage, like he's just getting off the stage, like it's like thanks, man, and gave that goodbye. It's like, get the fuck. And I saw those two bitches talking during the inauguration. I was like, oh my God, this has already started. I can't believe this shit. But they did.
Tens of millions of views a piece, many of them, where you can see the compilations of Obama and Hillary and AOC and Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, all of them doing it. It's beyond insane that the corporate media thinks it can continue to misrepresent and lie to people, like saying Trump called all Hispanics horrible.
look at
people.
Hillary,
Nothing even close
Warren,
ever.
Obama.
But they still say it. And as Napoleon said, don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Okay, guys, just continue on with what you're doing, because at Real Alex Jones on X and at Infowars.com and all of you out there are showing them doing it and pointing out how ridiculous this is, that they still think they're in a vacuum where they can put these hoaxes out and these lies. So it's good news that they're using the same old tactics they always did to try to deceive us that aren't working. Here's a compilation.
I like,
Oh, I hate
you're
this
gonna
bitch.
do a Sig Hail, you're gonna do a Hail Hitler,
Ugh,
or their rebrand a
she
Roman
can't even
salute
say it right.
I feel like she could be so
from
useful. She
behind
just
the
had the right
presidential seal
masculine
of the
lead.
United
A useful
States
idiot.
of
this is actually, and if Mike Johnson has any balls, she will get censured for this.
For making this video.
For making this statement, yes, because they can do that. Remember, you can censure people for making fictitious false statements. She's just besmirching the president, the presidential seal, the United States of America, and so yeah, censure her ass.
America.
Because that's not Hitler salute is like
It's in front. Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
It's on.
and you hold it there. You don't go.
It's
What's up?
on.
So, oh, there she goes. Get her. She's a Nazi. Nazi.
Never mind. I gotta read.
no!
Oh shit!
Goes out to you.
It's on. It's
What's on?
Yeah, I gotta rescind my earlier statement. That's guilty as fuck right there. Look at that. It's guilty as fuck. Looks exactly like what Elon did. That's even worse. Hillary's holding it.
But she's doing it left-handed, so she's using the wrong arm.
That's true. Smart that way.
I was doing it right. Oh, man.
to understand is that as long as we don't give up, it's not over. It's not
Give up
over.
what? What are you giving
This is
up?
cauliflower's racist because it's white.
Oh, look at them all.
Of course,
All the
this
Nazis.
is actually not
Did you see
science.
Hillary's though in her face? Just the
I can't
static
believe they're all worshiping
on
him.
meth. Fucking
Damn, Blackwood, are you working for fucking Alex Jones? God damn it.
go back to that picture of Hillary when they had the 9 quadrant jet a little bit before. Yeah, look at Hitler in the bottom. Look at this face. If that's not Hitler on meth in a female form, in
Oh my God, that is like. If
See, now
he
he
didn't
wasn't-
have Alex Jones here, you could actually get a good screenshot of this and put a nice hat on her. She's already wearing a brown shirt. You put an armband on it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Gold. We gotta
Nice.
find that.
And what's fucked up is they get all upset about this and all these things, but they never say anything when they raise their fist, which is what the fucking Stalinists did in the, you know what I mean? And when they, this fist is communism,
Communism.
Local
Yeah, that's part of
friends
their.
in my
which
community for
is
that shit,
killed more people than Hitler did. Sorry,
right?
they did.
Millions more.
Just
like
I guess not the people we care about the most for some reason. The people that are more special.
the people that are a book that was written a long, long time ago.
I don't know. Strange. But this is the bullshit. Like Trump had a rally at Madison Square Garden. You know who else had a rally at Madison Square Garden? Nazis.
Oh, but
A
who
lot of
plays
people.
basketball at the Madison Square Garden?
You know who else had a rally at Madison Square Garden? All the fucking Democrats.
Fucking
They were
everybody
pissed
probably.
off that he got more people to show up to his fucking rally than they ever could.
Iowa.
7-minute video, 2-minute commercial.
Yeah.
This is classic. I like how she's wearing her Apple Watch still.
Highs and shies and highs and shy, hoys and shy.
This might have actually been funnier if it was in color, like she's a current Nazi, like this wasn't a long time ago.
Well, you know, whatever. I don't know. I can never make Crazy Cat happy. No matter how
Hey,
hard I try.
I'm laughing. I'm having a good time.
Hell yeah!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is a good one. Here we go.
I got.
This
the
is for you.
picture.
This is for you, Dan Blackroyd, to go to work
Go to town,
on Hillary.
Dan.
Go to town on Hillary. Put a nice hat on her, a mustache.
Well, I just tagged you guys in the private DMs too because I found the picture too. I found the actual one that was from the video.
Oh, on X?
Yeah.
Look at the size of the big bitch behind her. How tall is this broad behind her?
Maybe
6'8"?
she's on like an elevated platform or something.
'cause look at the one standing next to
Look at
her.
the dude in the red tie. Look how elevated he is off the ground. Like
That's a giant.
No,
Did you
he's
guys
like
see the
2 or
AI
3
video?
steps
The
off
AI
ground.
video of Barron going into the White House,
Yeah.
where he's like fucking
like
20 feet tall.
15, yeah.
Urgh.
And it actually almost
There you go,
looked
Dan,
kind of
or,
normal to an
Jim.
extent.
There you go.
Yeah, that other one, I don't know. Maybe Jim's might be, like, if you're going to do it this way, a little bit better.
Well, I think mine's better. It's a bigger picture of her.
Yeah. It still has around the same problems with it, I see.
Yeah. Well, I also didn't do the separate screen.
Oh,
But this has more people to make fun of. But Bill's now he's waving. Bill's waving at the crowd.
Bill's waving.
Yeah.
right.
So is Obama.
Yeah.
So is Bernie.
I mean, what is Biden pointing?
Well,
Doing his,
that's because he can't
gun?
get his whole hand straight. He's so old.
Yeah, that's true too.
His arthritis killing him. They said that Trump was the oldest president ever inaugurated.
Probably.
He's older than Biden.
Yeah, they're like 2 years apart or some shit like that.
Huh.
Biden's
Four?
4 years older than
Four.
Trump, I think.
Okay.
Oh, so Trump is just the oldest one inaugurated. Okay. All right. Do you have the Destiny stuff, Jim?
In a second. I have this.
Yeah, I don't think.
So this is
All right,
Florida.
this is Eric Hovind on the Eric Hovind Show.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
guys, for the official measurement in my yard,
Oh hell yeah!
10 inches of snow right now.
I am jealous.
Whoa! Welcome to Florida, baby.
All right, this is Eric Hovind.
Well, I do
Trump.
like how you went to the drift.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Listen,
Yeah,
It doesn't look like there's that much drift though.
dude, look behind him. Where the
Well, that looks
there's
like
no
it was
cars.
shoveled.
Maybe
yeah.
they don't have snow shovels in Florida. These motherfuckers are paralyzed.
You
Yeah,
got
they
some
use
kind of
regular
shovels. Yeah.
Uh,
I do feel bad for all the Southerners that have
Says
like
people are
street
selling
summer
snow
tires.
shovels on Facebook Marketplace for $1,000 each right now.
That's awesome. I love people.
I know, right?
Oh,
It's so bad.
it'll be gone in like a day or two, and over here paying $1,000.
What's the temperature going to be tomorrow? Like 48. So that shit will
Right.
start melting right away.
It's not
I
like the
wonder how-
ground's cold. It's not like the ground's frozen like it is up here and shit like that. Like
You think there's any fucking snowplows in Pensacola, Florida?
no.
None. What a waste of money that would be, right?
Best thing you got is like construction equipment, those long machines with the like skid in the middle or whatever. That's about
Yeah.
all you got.
That is funny though.
I just feel bad for all the people with like street tires and summer tires and stuff like that trying to get around or whatever, because you're really screwed if you don't have like all-terrain tires or something like that.
Dude, it's going to be. Today was a high of 37. Tomorrow's a high of 42. Friday's 49. Saturday's 53. That shit's gone by Friday. Or
easy.
even Saturday. Yeah. And it's going to be sunny too. Well over 40. They're fine. They're not going to. I hope they bought enough bottled water, Jim. You think they're having a rush at the store for bottled water?
See, these are the Democrats, though, right now. You got Trump's order removes birthright citizenship for children born in the U.S., not just to undocumented parents, but to lawful immigrants who are temporarily on a student visa, H-1B, H-2B, or business visa. Yeah, they're temporarily here. That means they're not under the jurisdiction of the United States permanently.
Right.
So that means they're not fucking citizens. So, yeah, you can't come here on a fucking tourist visa or a fucking temporary student visa or something and shit out a kid and then go, oh, they're citizens, now we get to stay. Fuck off, go home.
Goodbye.
Have
We don't
fun,
get to go back to their country if we're born there.
right.
It's not how it works. Trust me. I have a little history with this shit.
Be interesting if it was though.
Oh well. Yeah, it'd be interesting, but it's kind of fucked up. Like this immigration stuff. They need to you're a citizen of the country you're born in, and or the country. You cannot come across the border and be born there to try to claim their rights or their citizenship, so that you, so you can claim that you're here because your kid was born here, and then you start getting benefits, and then you start migrating the rest of your family here. You know, because it makes it easier for them to do it. It's bullshit. Get them the fuck out. No plows got to wait till Saturday when it warms up. Yeah. One parent should have to be a citizen or green card holder.
So did you guys
Definitely
hear the
citizen.
story about
I
that
didn't know
guy
it
who
was
turned
green
in his
card
father
entails.
to the cops for January 6th? You know, now
I seen a post about that. It felt like
he
it
was
was kind of like Fed bait, but
no, but then the guy was on CNN just talking about how he had to move and buy a gun because he's afraid because the pardon let his dad out and everything. And
oh,
you tell which one is the kid
Yeah.
that turned in his dad?
I can't tell you. It's probably the blonde dude on the right.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe the guy off camera.
Dave's got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That dude in the blue.
I would say it's the one in the fucking
too.
mask.
I say,
Oh, with the
dude in
pink
blue-
backpack and everything.
Yeah.
A mask and a pink backpack.
I'm just saying that whole family looks kind of sus. They all look like they might snitch on
The daughters look
everything.
kind of sus, actually. This one
That's
looks
what I'm
like
saying. They look like they could be like trans, non-binary weirdos. Like just saying.
this one's giving a look like what's up, like yeah.
So is the dad? Is it dad the
Sorry.
guy in the blue shirt?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's that.
So he got arrested.
Well, no, he got arrested and convicted because his kid turned him in. Called
And
the
now the
feds
kids-
and said,
now
my
the
dad
kids-
was at January 6th. Come get him.
Now the kid had
So
to
bizarre.
get a gun because he's scared of his dad.
Well, I think it was stepdad, right? Technically,
No, it's his dad. It's his dad.
his dad. Okay, then there might have been like two stories. I've seen another story too that was like a stepchild or something like that, or somebody.
Yeah,
like,
here's this. This is
close
the
related.
Danielle Hegseth, who is the ex-wife of Pete Hegseth's brothers. Also said that Hegseth drunkenly yelled in her face on at least one occasion, regularly
Oh, shit.
abused alcohol in front of the family, made comments that non-consensual sex was all right, and said disparaging comments about Mexican Americans. Hegseth also stated that women should not have the right to work or vote, according to the affidavit. But when the FBI interviewed her in December, she didn't say any of this stuff. It wasn't until she started talking to some Democrat, some Democrat firm got a hold of her.
Wonder how much they paid her.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to find out how much they paid Christine Blasey Ford, which someone should really look into that and see
Is it
why
as
she
much-
hasn't been charged with a crime.
Is it as much paid or just a simple conversation leading in a direction that they want to lead, asking
There is
questions?
a financial benefit for these people to do this shit.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yes. Whether it's interviews on The View that she gets paid for or what, like this fucking bishop is on The View today bitching about Trump.
Yeah, fuck her. They need to
also-
revoke that church's tax exempt status. She's violating federal law by politicking from the pulpit. Not allowed
Yeah.
to do that.
He sent out a nice tweet about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty good.
So, did you guys see the new mayor of Philly? Or the mayor of Philly? I don't know how long she's been the mayor, but the mayor of Philly who was, celebrating the Eagles. No, and
I seen a news story about Philly though that like half of them are illiterate.
Oh yeah, half of them are illiterate. Okay, well here we go. Ready?
It's like,
Now
holy
this
shit.
is the. Just wait. Oh, it gets better. This is the mayor of Philly, a college graduate. All right.
Oh God.
Pay attention.
Oh God.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagle!
ELGSE Eagles. Is that what she said?
Yeah, ready? We'll go again. Ready? Well, let's do it again.
E-L-G-S-E-S,
ELGSES Eagles.
At least the editor has some education, y'all. The editor can spell. Thank you, local editor.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles. Eagles.
What the fuck?
How do you have 3 S's? I'm sorry. No, it's 2 S's, right? Elgises. Okay.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles! Let's go,
You hear the crowd?
Birds!
The crowd's like, what?
E-L-G-S,
That whole metro, the DC, Maryland, Philly metro.
let's go, Birds!
You can't see the guy here. This guy here is laughing his ass off.
S-E-S, Eagles! Let's go, Birds!
The white guy.
Wait, but none of these
knows
other
they're
people
birds.
are going, what the fuck?
S-E-S,
She knows they're birds.
Eagles!
Hey, the guys in the
Let's go,
crowd are trying to
Birds!
spell it right, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
G-S-E-S, Eagles!
Oh my god!
Let's go, Birds! E-L!
Oh, this is the best.
This is about as good as AI was when I was trying to create animal quizzes.
Let's go, Birds!
Let's go.
It's fucking horrible.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
So yeah,
I've
so
never,
she.
that's
Yeah.
the like. If my 5-year-old did that, I'd go like, spell it out, son or
Right.
grandson. Don't do that. Let's go, birds.
You know, it's right here. There's no wonder why the public schools in Philadelphia are failing their students at every level, with this person responsible for appointing all 9 members of the Philadelphia Board of Education.
They're not even voted in.
Like, they should
they're
have asked her to
appointed?
spell birds. I bet she would have spelled birds, BURDZZ, birds.
Something.
What the fuck?
This shit is bonkers, y'all.
Yeah, I support DEI, discrimination, exclusion, and equality.
I like it.
Well,
This can't be real. Philadelphia Eagles, Go Birds Journal. Look at ELGSES.
Oh my god.
We already got merch. Awesome. Yes. Let's go, birds.
God, that is so embarrassing. I mean, there's probably a fucking sign in front of her. I mean, what the hell? Oh,
Could very well be. As I said, that whole entire metro area from DC almost up to New York has absolutely horrendous literacy rates and
yeah,
math.
terrible inner city schools. Yeah, they're the
They said,
worst.
now try
Crazy.
birds.
Black woman is speaking, y'all.
You see this one, right?
Yes.
I'm tired, balls.
Damn, bro.
I want to see what this is.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Tavares, right in the butt? No.
I mean,
Right in the butt.
See,
Hit, right?
again, the first word has 5 letters, man.
Tavares, right in the butt?
You're already wrong.
No.
See it in another one. What?
Tavares, right in the butt?
I wish I showed the answer. Oh,
that's kind of bogus that they don't. What is that?
so bad.
I mean, can you think of anything else that
These
was
are
these
people. These are people that people elect, dude. Think about.
She's
that.
a college graduate.
I know.
How the
But
fuck can't you spell eagle?
ask her to spell mayor.
Oh God. I'm not even sure like how to solve this either. Actually, man, had an idea the other day for restricting voting for certain like demographics. I finally figured out a way, and now I lost it. I gotta see if I can figure it out again.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a very tough one to solve.
then we have a video from a basketball game, and I don't know where this is, but this kind of looks like there's like I see a bunch of white kids.
High school basketball, sure.
High school basketball game. So who knows where this is? Some suburb, probably. You know. Whoa! So, wow. I mean, I guess you could say that maybe this kid pushed him. This should have been a penalty right here. Why there was no flag when this happened, when he threw him here.
A foul.
A foul, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been a foul right here. Right there's a foul because he shoves him with his hands. You can't do that in basketball. That's a foul.
Right.
That's a foul.
And the kid gets up to say something, and he comes. Look at how he walks over to him on the ground. He turns around, what the hell? And then boom, punches him in the face. All right. And then this other kid comes running up to say something like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he clocks that kid. So, I don't know. It's almost like it's almost like there's a certain group of people that are violent. I don't know. On basketball courts, anyway.
What's weird is there's only like 2 guys from his team in the picture. Where the hell is everybody?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, and why aren't the refs there after the first push? Like, they took their sweet ass
This
time.
dude, he's like 80, bro.
But the other ref is staying the fuck back. Like,
That is true.
he's being a pussy.
Well, you know what? They don't want to get accused of being racist or doing anything. So it's like,
here
what,
comes
what,
one
what
more.
do we say?
Assault, man. They be
Yeah.
charging adults for some crazy shit nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, I see the kids. That's probably the kid's mom's waddling over right here. Don't you yell at my baby.
Probably.
Well, he's kicked
You know,
out of the game. You know that.
Well, go figure.
I'd hope
What do you
so.
think? What do you think if you had to guess what his excuse was?
I don't know, dude.
Come on, you know.
I don't know.
You
understand the
know.
push and the shove.
No, you know what he said, right? You know.
I can understand the push
You know.
and the shove.
Police are investigating after a Georgia high school basketball
Georgia.
player punched and knocked out a rival during a game. The 16-year-old Rockmar player claims the rival player kept calling him the N-word.
Oh no.
Oh, called me the N-word. I get to punch people. You know.
Fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can see there's a black kid on the kid's team. What is he talking about,
You know,
man?
does not say if anyone from Sonoraville admitted to using racial language. Did anyone else hear this?
Right. I need some corroborators.
No. No. It's very strange, you know.
I do think there's just a general problem in culture and society as a whole. And they do, I mean, there is a brunt end of the stick there. I will give them that. But we really just need to figure. I mean, I've commented on a friend's post on Facebook the other day because she had a problem with people using the terms retard and gay because she's got a special needs daughter. I'm like, retard is a word. It means too slow. So if you're not willingly using all of your brain, you're being retarded. If you're special needs and you're acting weird and whatnot, it's because that's all your brain can do and what it's supposed to do. So you're not technically retarded.
I have never called a retarded person, you know, or a retarded person a retard. I've called my friends retards or people that we watch sometimes retards because they're being stupid. But that's not the retard. That's just you're being retarded. Like you are, like you said, not using your brain to its full capacity. Like what the fuck?
And willingly not doing it. There is a complete difference.
Yeah.
What is this?
And I think we just need some kind of shame, or because there was when I was growing up in school, guys, one of the main things that was kind of cool to be like, not take things seriously, not
Look
be
at
like
Sturgis's face
like that.
looking at the screen with some very weird looking shit going on with little creatures and a naked girl and guns. And look at Sturgis like he's Sturgis, you gooner. What a coomer.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sturgis.
I don't want to see him on my screen.
They don't make college graduates like they used to.
G-Man says, pain in the butt.
Well,
there you go.
Could be. That'd be good.
Exclamation point. You're being a pain in the butt. I told my grandson that tonight.
100 U.S. troops are already en route to the border, a senior Marine official said. The 500 Marines being sent from being on standby to help with the California fires will be armed and have magazines in their weapons, unlike during past border missions. The Marines are planning for up to 2,500 Marines being sent to the border if requested. The Marines, I am told, are treating this deployment as they would any other emergency contingency, evacuating an embassy, deploying to a war zone. Our response will be immediate. We are going in ready to respond. If the cartels shoot at us, we will not stand by. We will be taking whatever equipment we would if we sent a Marine Expeditionary Unit or MEU were deployed overseas. So
who's
good.
Jennifer Griffin?
She's
Fox
kind
News
of,
channel.
sometimes she used to be. I don't know now. I don't really. She's kind of a leftist.
Well, they're a terrorist organization. We're going to take care of the terrorists.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Fuck them.
I would assume they have the cartel that's in the FBI and CIA under control at this point.
I just want to know, how much money do you think the Mexican government makes off of the cartels, Jim?
I have no idea. A lot. They get paid all. Because they got a cut. It's always been that way. They're always
but the officials get the money, but not the cities. Or
I mean, maybe they're just held at ransom and they don't want to be online speaking back. But I mean, there are people that say that the cartels
have made our neighborhoods better. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's some pretty good propaganda, as they're killing Americans every day with their fucking opiates and shit they're sending over the border.
Well, yeah, they're it's kind of like the same thing throughout time. You're going to sabotage your enemies while protecting your own.
Through the Chinese.
It's
through the Chinese.
Okay, but who gives a fuck I mean, your enemy's taking drugs and shit. Who cares? Like,
and what do you think China's going to say about us kicking them out, Jim? Why does he not listen to what we're talking about?
I was singing.
I know, but what?
Jim's got to touch the tism tonight. Focused on got to get.
What do you think the Chinese are going to say about us kicking them out of Panama?
Fuck them.
Have they said anything?
Who the fuck cares?
No, I'm just asking.
You know what they said? Dude. Ching chong, ding dong, bing bong. Fuck off.
Okay, I want to know what you think they're like. Are they going to react like we have a right to do this or some nonsense?
Sure. They're going to attack Taiwan. I don't know.
They're going to bring in Chinese troops to protect the Panama Lock.
They could try.
Yeah, they could try. I don't think it'll go too well.
I think
there's this thing called the Monroe Doctrine that says we're not supposed to allow any other country to interfere in the Western Hemisphere. That it's this is our
that would
island.
Make sense. Yeah. But in general, it could be also just a ploy from China to have us allocate resources and troops to that area, so then we can't allocate to, Taiwan.
You know how much it would take a brigade to secure the canal?
Well, I'm not saying it's going to take a lot, but it's little bits, little chunks. China just hits little bits everywhere. Like, it's crazy when you start looking at some of the things they do and stuff like that.
So what is this, Jim?
This is Officer Lou says President Trump is considering abolishing the federal income tax per New York Times. And then Eric July says, on everything I love, if this happened and it wasn't just shifting taxes somewhere else, I was wearing my MAGA hat for a reason. Photo soon effective. You heard it first.
Well, how could he shift it somewhere else if there's no federal income tax?
Well, no, he's saying so if they did tax somewhere else. So Eric thinks the government could operate with no money. Like there's no money, no taxes, so no sales tax, no nothing, no other taxes. He's no taxes. So Eric is a firm believer in, he wants to jump on the MAGA train while pretending he's doing us a favor by doing so. He campaigned against them, campaigned against voting, and nobody forget it. And then
said he was going to shit in a voting booth, right?
Voting booth, But then, this guy says, but how would the government pay the cops? Eric needs to arrest the people that make fun of him online.
Well, you would pay security, but you would have to pay for it yourself.
So
he wants ANCAP. So ANCAP's weird how that would end up. I understand minarchism.
Yeah, taxation is stuff, but the government's got to get money from somewhere to do all the shit that people want them to do.
Well,
me personally, I don't want them to do anything. I'm fine with no cops, but Eric July loves the cops. He calls them all the time.
Yeah.
I want some kind of justice system, I think. We need some kind of neutrality somewhere.
Well, federal income tax would be different than a national sales tax, right, Jim? Have a national sales tax.
Yeah.
No, we don't even need a national sales tax. Just a tariff on all imports.
You could do that too. If you wanted to be more nationalistic, yeah.
If you build something, make something in this country, it doesn't have a tax. No.
It is a solid strategy for us.
Captain Bimbo's got it. This is what Eric sounds like when he calls the police. Hit me, massa, please hit me.
We are in a unique situation with being American geographically.
Could he abolish the federal income tax? Does he have that ability?
Well, technically, he couldn't abolish the federal because it was a law passed. But what he could do is he could just direct the IRS to stop collecting it.
Mm-hmm. Could definitely do that.
Because the IRS is in the executive branch.
Think of all of those fucking IRS workers that wouldn't have anything to do because
he paused. He did an immediate pause on the hiring of any of the IRS. No more hiring, like pause the hiring and everything. But what he could do that would be awesome too is like it's all within the power of actually not even actually it's in the power of both the Attorney General and the Director of the ATF have the power to issue an amnesty for the Hughes Amendment. A specified period of time where you could register new machine guns. So if they were to say open up a 1-year amnesty on new machine guns, well, buddy, would that flood the market with
But would
registered machine
states
guns?
override that?
They can't. It's a federal registry for the NFA. So, like right now, I think there's 38,000 machine guns on the federal registry.
That's it?
And it's it, yeah. And because, since the registry opened, it's $200 to register a gun. And there's only been the law was
So
passed.
not only are they infringing your rights, they're fucking charging you to infringe them.
Yeah, and you haven't been able to register any new ones since 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So that's what I'm saying. So if they opened it up for a year, they would probably double or triple that number in the year.
You think more people would register their guns?
Register new machine guns? Fuck yeah, dude. Pay $200, you get a machine. Do you know what a machine gun costs? A fucking Uzi, a registered Uzi is fucking $10,000.
Right.
A fucking M16, a registered M16 is like $28,000, $30,000.
Oh, to buy one. Okay.
To buy one, yeah, because
okay.
the market is so constrained.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's supply and demand. The supply isn't there. So if they, that's what they should do. Tommy guns and stuff like that. The cheapest thing you can get, I think, is a Mac 10.
And in all honesty,
they're about $6,000, $7,000 for a Mac.
You could just 3D print like a switch or whatever, and that's
you could just register that.
Register it. Yep. And now you got a freaking you just took a $500 gun, maybe $50. Now you got a $10,000 gun. Once the
well, no, because you don't even have. You could just register. You could just register switches. You could register fucking lightning links. You could register fucking auto sears.
Be a fun time.
You just got to be able to put a number on it to say this is number registration number. Send it in. Yeah, that'd be the way to go. That's what I'm.
Do me a favor, Jim. Explain the whole bump
I can't
stock
explain it.
thing.
Oh, bump stocks? They do nothing. They're just basically a toy. It's not worth having. It's a range toy.
Decoration?
No, it's just all it is basically like. All right, if you
Does
take
it
a gun,
help with recoil like a little bit.
no, what it does is the bump stock, the gun recoils into the bump stock. All right, but you're pulling away, so you're pushing pressure away from you, and then the recoil of the gun comes in, and so it takes your finger off the trigger, and then you're pushing out, so you pull your finger, so it just does this. The gun goes like this on your finger. Yeah, just keep shooting. But,
so you got to be coordinated for it to even work.
Yeah, it's hard to get it to work, and it's not. And it's a pain in the ass, and they're not accurate at all. Like because the gun's bouncing around. Yeah, so it's
so much better just boom, 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 boom. Like what?
No, there's no spring on it. No, if there was a spring, if there was a spring in the bump stock, that would be considered a machine gun according to what because it has some kind of because it's not you, it's another thing doing it.
It's a mechanism. Yeah,
it's a mechanism. Right. So so we'll see what happens. I don't know because actually I'm really hopeful that the what's it called the FRTs, the forced reset triggers. So far, it looks like the ATF is losing because it's. You have to pull the trigger every time. It's just that instead of releasing your finger all the way, it pushes the trigger out, pushes your finger out, and then you have to pull it again. So you just keep going. You know what I mean? So you're just going bang, 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 and it's but you're not releasing because it's just pull, 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 pull because the trigger pushes your finger back.
Okay.
But you still have to pull every time. So since you have to pull every time, guess what? It's a separate function of the trigger. So technically, according to the language, it's not a machine gun.
Because a machine gun, you just pull it and it shoots.
Correct. You just hold it. But the force reset trigger, you pull it and then it pushes your finger and you got to pull again. So we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe they should just stop banning automatic weapons.
Maybe. Nice. I don't think we're ever going to, honestly, I mean, I would hope that it would be found unconstitutional, but their fucking Supreme Court is being really fucking sketchy about, like, getting rid of these laws, which they know they're unconstitutional laws.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, these hogs are getting a little ridiculous. My people need some machine guns.
So, you have the Destiny stuff, Jim?
I could look for it. Hold on. Before we do that, there's
Okay.
this thing I forgot about.
Oh yeah. Big news today, guys.
Well, there's actually two today.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Big
observers.
news.
Today we're hitting some cool science on exoplanets, a new satellite radar for ground changes, a first ever weather event in the United States, and of course, we're starting with space weather in the last 24 hours on our star. M-class solar flares are returning with greater frequency, 3 of them in the last day, with 2 producing CME signatures worth analyzing a bit more. We'll do that here for each of the CMEs. At least one is already forecast to impact Earth in about 2 days, and then we'll hit the sunspots. So the first flare was right after yesterday morning's show. NASA's Enlil Spiral, stereo, SOHO, pretty much everything indicates a good chance for a mild Earth impact late Friday night. NOAA's official forecast has that as well, mild, but still with a chance to produce low-level geomagnetic storms. Then, just a few minutes before this show, this erupted, the third M-class flare of the last day, and it'll be a few hours until coronagraphs update on that one. Meanwhile, while we wait to diagnose that CME, we're also monitoring the sunspots for more flares. The most dangerous groups are beginning to turn away. The central, trailing groups do appear significantly smaller. Up next, folks, we talked about this a few times last week, the Arctic air intrusion. Yesterday, it created the first ever blizzard warning on the coastline of the Gulf of America, smashing snow records, cold records, and...
See, he called it the Gulf of America.
He did. Right away.
bringing white conditions from Texas to Florida. Earth global warming all over the South yesterday. Up next, this is so cool. They were able to trace supersonic winds in the upper atmosphere of an exoplanet. This is the level up that new scopes and satellites are delivering. By being able to spot regional and even localized light sources on the planet, they're able to see how some were moving violently fast. It's a new era in astronomy here. Lastly, on the article front, folks, the new ground level change monitors are about 100 times the resolution of the old one. With NISAR, they'll be able to detect subtle lift and drop like before volcanoes, due to erosion, due to earthquakes, and even isostatic readjustment, what some call post-glacial rebound. They need to point that thing at Campy Flegree and just let it stare. Folks, thank you for the lovely outpouring of support on the channel name change. It was long overdue. Look at the end of it. You can see the S0 in parentheses at the end of the name. This will always be the home of the suspicious observers. Anyone here from the old era can put that in your name if you want to show the OG status. Shout out to goldobservers.com. If you don't know, they are sponsoring our documentary on the pole shift. They are observers themselves. And for that window between the system collapse and the actual pole shift, every serious prepper I know has either gold or silver or both. They made this site for you and they're working to spread our message. goldobservers.com. Learn more about the pole shift in person at one of our conferences at Observer Ranch. Don't forget the 2 special kickoff events of the season with Drs. Robitaille and Dunning in late April and early May. Come out and see us. It begins at observerranch.com. And if you need to, just call us. We'll get you sorted out. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here. But right now, it's 5:45 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open. No fear. Be safe, everyone.
They changed the name of his. He changed the name of his channel from Suspicious Observers to
Space Weather News or something.
Space Weather News, yeah. So
trying to broaden his audience, bring in some normies.
Well, he got a bunch of subs right away. You're not presenting it, Jim.
I'm what the fuck, man? Something. I don't know if it's my computer.
Mine's acting up today too.
It keeps like double clicking on things and
not that.
Those goddamn solar flares.
I don't know.
Hey folks, we get a lot of detailed questions about the days immediately surrounding the coming solar micronova, and we're going to answer them here. But first, if you're saying, what is a micronova? When's it coming? And why are you talking to us like we should know? Then pause this video and check right below the video down there for the disaster cycle link. This has happened many times before. It's going to happen again in the next 20 to 25 years. That link will get you the details, but we're diving deeper into detail here today with this chart. It looks confusing for the moment, but only for the moment. This is a timeline and event plot surrounding the solar micronova. Across the bottom, we go from 4 days before the solar micronova to 3 days after, 1 week. On the left, the vertical, we have the events and things people are asking about. What color is the sun going to be at what time? What will the light, particle energy, and induction be like at various stages? When will it be safe to be outside? When should we go underground? When do we come back up? The micronova event itself is there near the middle in the blue bordered column. Now let's run this all down, starting across the top. The visible color of the sun, perhaps the most helpful color coding line in terms of telling you when the sun will look which way, but interestingly also the least relevant for our survival. The next 4 down are light, particle, larger piece.
I'm confused because, like, how would he know that it's going to go from yellow white to turning red to red black and then black before it blows? Does this thing? Like, how does he know?
Yeah, again,
That's a good question.
I mean, if you do realize there's a whole bunch of stuff in, like, I don't know, books, the Bible, and different things talking about the sun turning black as sackcloth.
yeah, but it wasn't a world-ending event.
No, but this ain't a world-ending event either.
No.
This is just a thing you have to really be aware of because you don't want to be outside.
This is
when
an
it blows
extinction
because,
event.
Yeah, you want to be in like a cave or somewhere or underground. And like, if only there was people who dug underground and did things in caves and stuff. And like
Nobody did that.
There.
That never happened. They didn't find
lived
a
in
whole
the side
city.
of cliffs and stuff like that.
Not like nowhere around the whole world.
So my
even
basement's not safe from this?
Actually, yeah, your basement's
well,
relatively
maybe as long as
Depends on
the
your
house doesn't burst into flames.
Depends on what your house is made out of and stuff like that. But for the most part, your basement's going to be better than in your
upstairs,
first level, and upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, the best place to be would be inside your well for your pump.
Yeah, or get some lead and put it over the roof of your basement. Along the bottom of your.
Buy a whole bunch of tinfoil and start lining your house with tinfoil.
So he say the micronova.
Ground it if you do that.
He say the micronova events in 20 to 25 years. Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
I thought it was supposed to be like 30 to 100, man. I don't like this 20 to 25.
He's a prepper now, dude. He keeps sticking in these little prepper. He keeps talking about a prepper class for free and all this shit. So.
Well, I mean, good information to know, but good to know.
Yeah, I agree.
Bias there.
So is this telling me after 24 hours it's safe?
I don't know. Well, he thinks that 18 hours.
Oh, come up in 18 hours.
Yeah, something about he's talking about like rising something or other, cataclysmic, and some kind of shift and a tsunami and I don't know what.
Yeah, because look up there. You got the rising and the peak of the larger pieces, so you're not going to want to be underground while the crust is moving.
Yeah, I don't. Like it seems like a whole big fucking thing. Like I don't know what the fuck. Stop doing that.
Yeah, it's
annoying. And induction energy impact.
We need to build an arc.
You can see how they vary based on the different travel times of light. Tiny energetic particles versus larger chunks from the sun to the earth. That one. About half the questions we get on the subject. Now, this is informative of when it's most dangerous to be near metal with the induction, or when it's safe to be outside, which is the next line down. Really, the micronova flash itself is the scary part. If a chunk of congealed solar plasma lands on you, it's just bad luck. It's the nova flash that you want to actively avoid. Down another line, the pole shift happens when the nova shell impacts about 18 to 24 hours after the micronova flash, and that lasts about 1 day. When the sun brings changing color is when you go down, that's the next line below, and finally you come back up after the nova hits, when the shaking starts in that 18 to 24 hours later period. That's how you can be sure the flash danger is well over without actually going outside and looking for yourself. The Earth tells you. So I am sorry for answering like 14 of your questions in one video. Maybe you deserve better, but I kind of figured this would be helpful for others who had these questions and just hadn't asked them yet. Feel free to screenshot the chart, by the way. It's open.
A little bit, and then you need an arc. You need a big old boat.
You need an arc, because you're going to have a tsunami. So
you need a big old boat. And you can't use a compass. So
because the poles have shifted.
I would think
Yes.
you'd want to be on the side of a mountain.
Well, they're
maybe, like,
shifting. So at that moment,
like
they're
you
crazy.
want to be on a mountain, but like inside the side of a mountain in a cave.
Correct.
And then you can still look out
Or,
the cave and be like,
or
"Ooh,
at a
see."
trailer park in fucking Colorado.
Yeah, or a trailer park in Colorado. Probably.
Well, you need to go underground at some point, so the trailer park doesn't help with that.
Well,
I just
the
wonder if
trailer
he has
park
a
in
bunker
Colorado
there.
has the trailer park in Colorado on every lot has a small bunker underneath it.
Okay, nice.
If
I
that's
guess
true, that's pretty
some of
cool.
ours around here have cellars because of tornadoes.
See?
Yeah, those are
It's
great.
like a storm, so like a little storm cellar. You
Yeah.
can go hide in for
Yeah.
You only need to be down there. It looks like for I don't know,
A day.
2 days,
Couple days,
Couple
5 days.
2 days. Not even 24 hours.
No,
plus 2
3.
days, so
No, it goes 3 days.
Oh,
go
because
down.
once the
T
sun
minus
turns
3, T
red,
minus
turning
2.
red, you got to go down.
Yeah.
That's 3 days before the nova hits, and then
one
another
after.
day and a half after, or a day after.
Well, you definitely want to go down. He's saying like a day, like it's going to be black for a day. You don't know how long, but
No,
but
he says
definitely
go
once it
down
turns-
when it. He says once
Right.
it's turning red, go down.
Well, go down, and then this one here, and then black. So like you got like 2 days to go down. But really, as long as you're down before this, you're fine. So you can be down here, like.
That is true. I don't want to risk it though. I mean, seeing a black sun would be cool as fuck. Though.
Just don't be far from the house, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as
Black
soon as
hole
it turns,
sun.
yeah,
Won't you come?
Well, I guess when he said about that
Won't
plasma
you
shit,
rain, black hole sun.
Jim was spot on with the lighting on fire because he talked about the plasma. So if the plasma lands on your house, that shit's gonna go up and go through your house to the basement,
Well-
and then probably through the concrete.
Well, like you said, that's just bad luck. Like,
Well,
at some point,
Bad luck.
bad luck if you're like standing there and get hit. Your whole house. I mean, that's a
Bad luck.
little bit more of a chance, right? All depends. I don't. know
yeah.
what
I
this
mean,
whole
is
explosion
it
supposed to be like.
is it a global event, Jim, or is it?
Oh, it's
like,
a global event.
Yeah.
Global event, yeah.
But it would
But what
have
about
to
the
happen
side?
like
Of the, what
from
about
one
the side of
side
the Earth
dominant,
that's dark?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
like
Well, no.
There's-
Once it the whole it'll be sunlight. The whole once it goes poof the whole day. If it's night, it'll be sun because it's going to energize the particles and be like
right.
like the stuff, the stick figures and the aurora borealis stuff is going to be insanity. It'll be like daylight. It'll be like Iceland.
Cool.
Everywhere. Or at midnight, it's still not dark.
Man, what's Iceland going to do for their tourism after the poles shift and there's no more aurora borealis? It's in fucking Australia or something like that.
Shit will melt and they'll start mining, and then they'll have a nice green, luscious area. Probably it'll probably actually be Greenland, y'all. It'll be for real Greenland. That'll be kind of cool. It'd be really cool if Iceland actually somehow got turned just right where it became Iceland. Like that would be
Right.
kind of hilarious.
Kinda. Oh,
You guys
boy.
know my Uncle Jesse?
Jesse.
What
yeah.
up, Jesse? It's been
What
a while,
up,
bro.
Uncle Jesse?
White people sick of the black people. Everybody.
You said sick and dogs on them? What'd you say?
I said that white people are sick of the blacks. Did you know that there were something like 4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
4,000 blacks who own slaves?
In Kentucky or
No.
one of those areas.
What
You didn't
source
know
is that? No, what's your source?
You didn't know that?
No,
huh?
what's the
All
source?
your little black supremacy book. You didn't look that up.
No.
You believe
15?
that racism exists?
Yes.
And what is racism?
So racism is the unfair treatment of one group of people based on their race, or the belief that one group of people is inferior solely based off their race. So
you are racist for believing that black people are superior to others?
For saying that we have superior resilience.
Are you a racist for believing that black people are superior to all other races, you said?
No, I'm not racist.
But you just said that was racism.
No, I said that. No, I said
white people are sick of the black.
No, he said, no, I said if people think they're inferior, that other people are inferior. But you said you think you're superior, so that would mean everyone else is inferior. You say, no, I'm superior, but I didn't say they're inferior. Well, that's what that means.
Right.
Absolutely.
I just looked it up. 3,775 black slaveholders in the South who owned a total of 12,760 slaves. This was by 1830.
I will say I have heard that some of that was, not all of it, of course, but there was some free black people that basically wanted to keep like family or friends from basically ownership of under white people. And the only
I don't
way they
believe
could really
that.
do that. I mean,
I
that's
don't
what I've
believe
heard, that supposedly there's some of that. I don't know how much.
I believe, if I'm not, it was either North Carolina or South Carolina. I'm pretty sure it's South Carolina.
I mean, some shit that I would do if my family was like, you know,
it's an 80% of the black slave owners were in Louisiana. 80%.
Well, there was the largest slave owner in South Carolina that had the largest plantation and the most slaves was a black man, and he completely spent all his money funding the Confederacy during the Civil War. Yeah,
damn.
I believe
that too.
trade.
I believe on both sides.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's like
I believe on both sides.
like his sons went and fought for the Confederacy and everything because you know, they owned slaves. It's like,
well, I mean, you have that nowadays right now in Africa,
That tells you
America, Asia, everywhere.
But that tells you it's not
really.
about slavery, Jim. It's about something else, right? It's about free
power,
trade
and
all that shit. Goddamn North pulling that shit.
Was not all of it, of course, but there was some free black people that basically
What are we
wanted to
doing?
keep, like family or friends from basically ownership
What are we doing?
under white people.
Here we go. What are we doing?
Like family or friends from basically ownership
What are we doing?
under white people.
Yeah, here we go. What are we doing?
Like family or friends from basically ownership
What are we doing?
under white people.
Yeah, here we go. What are we doing?
Like family or friends from
Yeah, here we go. What are we doing? 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 Jim.
It's been a long time since I did that, so
He did it like one night with like 25 going at a time, dude. It was fucking hilarious. Because it came out of nowhere that night. It was, well, that came out of nowhere too. Is this Jimception? Yes, Rilzik. He loves doing that. Can we get to this guy, Destiny? I have to hear this story.
Oh, yeah, I got to find it. Take me a second here. Oh, sorry.
So, Elemental, what else is going on out there that makes you say, what the fuck?
Oh, man. Let's see. Well, there was something a while back. It was January 8th. We had polar bears in Illinois.
What?
Yeah.
They escaped from the zoo?
Yeah. Or they escaped from somewhere. But yeah, they were down in Mount Vernon.
Damn. That's like warm area of Illinois too. You know,
Yeah.
compared to up here. So they must have broke out of like some
they did.
zoo down there or something, right?
That was the thing. Yes, it says notified bears escaped from the game farm last week. So
There's a game farm
down there, yeah.
Why would
Not
they
sure
torture
which one.
polar bears in central Illinois?
Who said they're torturing polar bears? They just have them in captivity, bro.
It's hot, dude, in the summer is my point.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. You do have a point. I've said similar about huskies in Texas.
Well, now if they're just there temporarily till they get, placed in a zoo before it gets hot, but unless they have an incredible fucking sanctuary there for them and they treat them like they do at the zoo, with plenty of water and a place to bathe and all that stuff, that's fine. I wonder if it's a tourist thing though. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
It's like those drive-through safaris.
I shared it, but it's just a little clip that I saved. I don't know. Guests aren't going to be able to read it. I don't know if you guys can either.
There has been a family of polar bears sighted 3 miles south of Mount Vernon on Route 37. Please be cautious and do not attempt to pet or feed the bears. Animal control has notified. Edit. All right.
Mount Vernon, Illinois?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did polar bears get to Illinois?
See, Jim, don't listen to shit we're saying, dude.
I know, not at all. But
We just had a fucking 3-minute conversation about there's a game preserve.
There's a gay man in Illinois who has polar bears?
Sure. Yes.
Is his name Dave?
But I do like how they broke out when it was like the coldest day in central Illinois in history. Like there's the most snow they've had in years. And they're just walking down the plowed street. This is crazy. Apparently, there's a game farm or something down there, Jim. So, because I thought they broke out from a zoo or something, but that's a pretty cool picture. It's like the mama and her cubs,
which is terrifying,
right? Like she's going to protect the cubs, which makes it even like, how do they coax this motherfucker to get back in the truck?
Oh, they tranquilize the shit out of all three of them. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
All right, I have some of the Destiny stuff. When you're ready.
Is there video?
I don't know. Right now, it's just, I haven't found videos yet. I've got some stuff here. I don't know.
Okay, just asking.
So it says, on November 29th, the streamer Destiny non-consensually shared my nudes, making me a victim of revenge prawn. I will be slewing him in Flagler Corp. Here is my story. And it's a link to a tiny URL. I will be suing Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II.
Oh,
I will be suing Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II. On November 29th, I learned that streamer Destiny had non-consensually shared pornographic content of me online. My dignity, peace of mind, and hopes for the future were stripped away in a mere matter of seconds. Well, I think your dignity was stripped away when you decided to, I don't know, fuck Destiny.
Well, that's different than knowing you're getting photographed or videotaped, though.
Is this the one where she knew she was being filmed?
I don't know. We're going to see right here. I'm not done reading it. This is
Can you make it larger so the chat can read along?
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
Okay. And betrayal. Someone I previously trusted. I am at least the third person he has done this to. I hope to be the last. I will not be commenting on the experience of the other women he has hurt, as it is not my place or story to tell. I will, however, share my story in the hopes of preventing this from occurring again. I have known Destiny for around 5 to 6 years now and often find myself in heavy disagreements with him. Despite this, I do my best to see the best sides of all people, trying my hardest to spread positivity and create understanding where I can be. It's funny, but I want people to be.
Did you read it?
I was.
No, you weren't.
I was at 1.5 speed.
I know.
Such a chick, though, man. She's just babbling for no
babbling
reason.
on. It's corny, but I want to meet people where they are and focus on which ways we can build
She's the good guy. Yeah, she's the
towards
good guy.
a better future for everyone.
Yeah, sure. Such a.
Oh, I did. I just on a side note, because this is a leftist, and then I dropped in on Eric's stream earlier. Eric, AIR.
Oh, Eric,
our friend Bunk's stream earlier, and he had Dale and the other fucking idiots on there, and talking, and I heard something, and like they were showing the Elon Musk thing, and they were going, "Oh, that's a Nazi salute! Look, that's anyone saying that's not a Nazi salute. This is crazy. That's why they're going to round everybody up and they're going to put us all in camps." And I was like, "You guys are retards, you know that?"
Did they really? These are adults.
These are adults. Yeah, they're supposed to allegedly males.
That's always fun. Like, I can understand some of the fascistic arguments, but to be like straight up, he's going to go full Hitler Nazi, it's just like, bro.
Dude,
we're past
fingers
that.
Crossed. Fingers crossed.
We're past that, man. People don't like seeing violence. Nobody does. Even your quote unquote alpha dudes don't necessarily like seeing a bunch of violence and people dying and shit. That's the reason why everything's going to like reputation and technology and stuff like that. It's where it's all going. And so they're just distracting you with this, the physical. It's never really going to happen very much because nobody's got the guts for it really anymore.
Yeah.
While they just keep on terms and conditioning the fuck out of us like nothing else.
So
did you see
when I was 19 or over 5 years ago, I was extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered. Being severely terrified of leading someone on, or SA?
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
I thought I could trust Destiny, who I had multiple long conversations. We took long showers until the wee hours of the morning together. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't say that. So you can imagine my surprise when I discovered he distributed pornographic content of me without my consent. Did you know he took the pictures? That's the question.
Yeah, I swear I seen a post where she said she knew they filmed it at one point.
Well, if she knew they filmed it, what the fuck?
I'm trying to
man?
find. I'll have to find it though. It's not.
Yes, you read that right. Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II sent pornographic content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Wait, hold on. So what is this about? This is the second. First, she's talking about she was 19 when I was 19, and now he sent this to some other 19-year-old. Why is it two 19-year-olds? What the fuck is going on? This story makes me question the validity of it because she's saying she was 19 when it happened, and then he sent it to a different 19-year-old now. Like,
Maybe
what is Destiny
likes
only
girls.
fuck around with 19-year-olds or something?
He does.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. He's in the Twitchverse. So that's
Well, I
another
thought
thing is I'm pretty sure there's allegations of him fucking 14 and 15-year-olds too, which I don't know where he's done that. So I don't know about the consent laws or whatever.
Probably Canada.
Could have been. But
I
do
don't like the way
know-
this reads. Like, yes, this reads like it was written by a guy, actually. I mean, when you read it. Sent pornographic content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Rest assured, despite never having met her, he at least spoke to her plenty of times on the phone. Like, how would she know any of this?
Well, she said she's known Destiny for 5 to 6 years. Maybe he's talked about her.
Well, I'm thinking that e-girl told her, or they.
Of course, this is what he says happened. I think it's just as likely that he used her as a proxy to widely distribute this material while claiming deniability. I do not understand why Destiny would knowingly and willingly put me in a position where I would receive nonstop sexual abuse and harassment. If we believe him, he was trying to impress a barely legal teenager using my body and my privacy.
Okay.
The betrayal, a
Jesus.
couple of hundred messages I received, sexual harassment, abuse, devoid of all happiness. The only thing that's kept me on is the hope that I'll bring this man to justice, face legal consequences. I'll be suing him for violating U.S. Federal Code 15 U.S.C. 651 civil action related to disclosure of intimate images for publication of private facts in Florida. He didn't publish them though.
Yes, he did. He sent him to another. He sent him to another person.
He didn't.
You can't
publish
share that shit.
He didn't publish them. This is saying he published them.
That's what. That's what. But she's saying that's what he said.
I don't know though.
I don't know the exact.
I don't know. It's got to be very
definitions behind that.
Oh, now, I have been told that a court case like this could potentially cost. So this is someone trying to raise money to sue him. I am terrified. This guy talks about suing Hassan, and Hassan actually has the research to defend himself. I cannot imagine what he might do to me in this process. I don't know if it's an intimidation tactic. I wonder if he's purposely trying to put fear in my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multimillionaire who can fight back. Here's my give, send, go. Sue Destiny. Whoever the next Joe Rogan of the left is, it cannot be someone that crosses sexual boundary.
Is she the only girl that's came out?
I don't know. But clearly she's a leftist, so you know what? Lie down with dogs, honey, you get fleas.
Yeah. I mean, this is I don't like this shit. Whether he did it, it's terrible. But if she's just doing this for attention, that's even worse because now you're just defaming the guy.
Right.
But if she's actually suing, him, and the lawyer let her put this out there, that's crazy.
She's not suing anybody yet. They're saying police report has been filed.
Uh-oh. What is he saying here?
Well, here's another woman has come forward to accuse Destiny of recording them having sex without their consent and sharing it illegally with a third party. She's filing criminal charges.
It's another one?
This is what it says.
That's the one that I read. Yeah, that one's the one where it says that she knew that they were filming it, I'm pretty sure.
Destiny has blocked me and banned me. and people supporting me from his community. I have not done anything besides asking for an explanation, as I was assured this was something he didn't do to me when I was given one privately. When I wasn't given one privately, I spoke publicly.
Okay.
So she's saying that when I was assured this was something he didn't do to me. So she knew about the pictures then, or did she take pictures with other people?
She knew about other people. This next paragraph goes into her.
I'm not involved in any lawsuits or coordinating with anyone seeking justice due to the leaks in November, though they have had my empathy and support in their efforts. It is only yesterday I became aware that Destiny had recorded me while we had sex without my consent. So did they have sex without her consent, or did she record him without their consent?
I'm guessing the recording without consent. So I must have missed that or whatever. So
two women have now let me know they received sexual recordings taken of me in September without my consent.
So she's not.
Why? So he's taking video. So he's taking videos of him fucking women and sending them to other women that he's fucking, and then doing it to them. It doesn't make sense.
It's social proof.
Yeah.
Women need validation that other women approve of this man to be so they can remain in the in group.
Yeah.
Even as much as they talk about feminism and bullshit, the red pill goes to school on them every single time. It's hilarious. And that's what makes them mad and deep down. And that's what makes them like pissed off and envious, because they know the truth. They don't want the truth to be the truth. They don't like reality. So that's the reason why they end up like giving themselves mental illnesses and all these weird tattoos and hair colors.
Cherry just said
like that.
And the crazy thing is, like, he's got sponsors. They're all going to drop him.
I think he's already got dropped. I think he already got dropped after all the shit he said about because he went goofy with the attack on Israel and all that stuff, and said all types of crazy shit. And then after
he lost
Trump,
sponsors.
Yeah, he lost sponsors for that. Or maybe that's Hassan. I don't know. And then it was about it was about the guy who got killed when they tried to kill Trump. He was the one who said, "Good, he deserved it."
Yeah.
For being at a Trump rally, so he lost. They kicked him off of Twitch, if I'm not mistaken, and they were like, "Oh, you can't say that, dude."
Cherry just said she filed her police case, and that's what I can tell you guys. So she filed her police case. That's it. That's it. Cherry just said.
Yeah, personally, me, I don't.
Talking?
No, that's some other streamer or something.
Oh,
but
if he didn't do it, man, and his stuff is coming out, that sucks. If he did do it, it sucks. Don't be filming people having sex, man. It's fucking weird.
Well, he might just have security cameras like in his bedroom or some shit, in all honesty. I wouldn't doubt it nowadays with technology and stuff.
That's a good excuse.
I mean, it is a good excuse, but I'm just saying.
If it's recording you, you still don't need to fucking go clip it and send it to people.
I definitely agree with that. And it doesn't need to be like on anybody's like cloud or anything. It should be a CCTV, closed caption.
Yes, in your own.
House,
Yes,
on your own hard drive, everything like that. Shouldn't be connected to the internet. But
don't make it a Ring camera.
Good luck getting cameras that aren't Wi-Fi nowadays.
Yeah.
Hello, Katie. How are you, Katie?
What's up, Katie?
This is allegedly the manifesto from the kid who shot up the school in Tennessee.
Oh,
I will say though that this name Matthew Harris is the guy that had the death sentences thing that Ricada used to read his thing all the time.
Yeah.
Unbreaded. And this is taken from Unbreaded right here. My ancestors were enslaved 25 miles where I fled from grad school to the north to avoid racism, Duke, and all that. This is from the Unbreaded guy.
I'll let you guys all out before I start.
This is all this stuff here is all from Unbreaded. So this is like copy paste from Unbreaded. This I don't get.
Okay.
And then, like this. Death to the Current State of the West. This book is dedicated to acceleration and violence by blank, and death to this is all like all this stuff is like picked pieces out of Unbreaded and put in here.
Right.
So there was no original?
No, it's not. And then all of a sudden, then he goes from the Unbreaded to talking about killing black people and saying he likes, so it's like completely bipolar.
Well, no, Matthew Harris talked about killing black people too. He talked about people that didn't align with.
No, but he didn't say this about them. He said
Yeah, he did.
this. No, he didn't call them. He used the N word lovingly of his people, like the DR this and great, and anyone who's not that. Like I have it. We could pull it up. I have the
I'm
umbrella.
down to pull it up, but I thought there was. I could have sworn there was passages where he would say that about
some
black people
resentment
that were
Yeah.
of the boule, basically the boule black people.
The bourgeois.
Yeah, they were more considered the derogatory version.
Right.
Or derogatory.
I have it right here. Death sentence.
Inflection.
Matthew
That's
C.
what
Harris.
you go.
See?
Yeah. Unbreaded.
Unbreaded. Either way, man, this guy
right here.
is
This is that first sentence right here. See, for the first page, my ancestors were enslaved about 25 miles from where I fled to the north. So he just copy pasted it from here.
Yep. He's a kid, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a kid?
Like
that the kid in the school that did that was, but this is
This is
unredded.
Matthew.
This is
Yeah.
this is Matthew Harris. He's actually a doctor. He's got a
No, I know that.
PhD
I'm
in
talking about the
philosophy.
kid. The kid was just
Yeah.
listening to Matthew, and well, I'm not going to blame Matthew. I mean, you can't blame him because some people interpret shit a weird way. Although, isn't Matthew still in jail?
mental institution.
Is that where he's at? A mental institution?
Yeah, he was unfit. He was declared unfit for trial.
Really? California cucked that hard and said he was unfit
Colorado,
for trial?
I think.
Well, they're going to try to recondition his ass. It's not going to work. He's just basically going to be in a mental institution for the rest of his life.
That's worse than prison. Because at least with prison, there's hope to get out.
That's true.
So yeah,
Because
so
if
I
he
don't
does
know.
become sane, they're just going to charge him, and he's going to go to prison for probably.
See, this doesn't make
entire
any
life.
sense because it's like it's weird. Like, is there any particular groups or people that radicalized you most? Like, what? Why would he write this? It's like he's trying to blame it on people. Yeah, Candace Owen, Ethan Ralph, Nick Fuentes, Turkey Tom, Ruben Sim, Mr. Beast, Cobson Talks, Wayne Lambright, iDubbbz, Destiny, and Hassan Parker. It's Hassan Piker, not Parker.
Right.
But Candace Owens the worst. And, and then he's talking about video games and Kanye West, and I don't buy. I'd really like to. I really think this is sus. As the kids say.
This sounds like a fucking fed op.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Tennessee shooting, right?
Well, this
That
is a
letter was
Tennessee
kinda
shooting. Yeah,
sus.
this is the kid supposedly.
I thought that was a girl.
No, this is the kid. I don't know what his real name is.
No, that's a boy.
But
Oh, I thought this was a new one. Like this just happened. This one from last year.
No, this just happened today.
Okay, I'm talking about the one in Tennessee that happened last year with the girl.
Oh, you're talking about the trans.
That's the tranny, but Annie.
But that was a weird letter too.
I didn't read that one. I don't know if I want to, but
I mean, this is also the Gunt News Network, so
You're
I
right.
don't know how trustworthy they are because it's not. These are people they just basically Kiwi farmers that hate Ethan Ralph, whoever runs this. Antioch school shooter was not just a Groyper super fan of Nick Fuentes, but also a member of Snowflake Gang, who are a group of pedophiles. He was also a member of 764, who extort children online into giving them nude photos and videos of themselves. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't know if this is true, but
I don't know if any of it's
creeped
true.
out that those things exist.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming those things exist. I just don't know if he's a part of them.
Yeah. Groypers, with the help of John Miller, a black whatever, are spreading a shopped image of the shooter's tweet with a book of someone Fuentes hates to paint the shooter as a hater.
What?
Yeah, I don't get it. And then I just, I'm like, how can the kid be a follower of Matthew Harris and also a Groyper? Matthew Harris was a black supremacist. He hated white people. doesn't make sense.
Hated all people, but really hated.
And then
white
he's like,
people.
there's like, oh, here's he's a confirmed, baked Alaskan, confirmed Groiper. Here's an archived Kick channel shows his Discord name, honorary Yakubian. So he thinks he's like Yakub.
So he's a Yakub now too.
Yeah, so it's like
that's more a Matthew Harris ideology than
than fucking any of these other people.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Family of Black Israelites.
I can't read his manifesto. I can read Matthew Harris's manifesto. This dude didn't write no manifesto.
He didn't write shit.
No, to me it just looks like somebody's fucking around with stuff.
Did he kill himself? Guys?
Yeah, like this guy's like, you're actually going to take this reader seriously? Are you retarded? Skylanders?
Doom, bro, Doom. Come on now. I mean, I understand they're shooting in that game,
It's like somebody. I'm saying somebody did this.
CS:GO, bro.
Yeah, somebody did this to be a fucking to try and throw blame on other people and do stuff.
Oh, definitely.
There's
music called Incel Core or Shooter Core. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Jim, did he kill himself?
I don't know if he killed himself or if the police got him, but that's not it. There's also a game called, according to him, called something Middle School Shooter.
What's up? Ruby King, how are you, sir? Too many black white supremacists nowadays, says Realzik. It's wild. Like
it really is.
Did he go to an all black school?
Well, like 80% black school.
Okay. How many kids did he get?
I don't know.
We don't know the number.
Yeah. Oh, Trump just fired the head of the TSA. That's good.
Oh, yeah, I think he shot himself after he killed the second kid. Okay. Okay.
Bro,
he fired who?
Guys, there's an artist in the genre of incel core music called School Shooter.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. That's a good question. I'm wondering about that too. Bepto, is Johnny Somali alive or dead?
Johnny Somali's in South Korea, isn't he?
And we haven't heard from him in a long time. Did they kill him?
No, I think he's in a South Korean prison.
I want proof of life. Oh boy.
Got incel core, I guess, guys.
Incel core is an underground micro genre of rock music, of course, that gained popularity around 2019. It is often characterized by lyrics that focus on and suffering of modern males. Oh, it's red pill music.
Kind of, yeah.
With themes such as romantic rejection, loneliness, and dissatisfaction with women. The genre has been criticized for its perceived offensive and alt-right views. So it's red pill music. And I'm a dude. I ain't listening to songs about romantic